Hi there. In the previous video, we saw how the CDN servers are populated with the cache whenever we request for a page and understood the mechanism behind it. Now, in this video, we will see how we can purge the cache from those CDN servers. So, for example, you have a page. Now, you make some changes to the page, but the CDN servers will still serve the old page till its TTL, that is the time to live. But you want to instantly serve the new page as soon as you update the page, right? So how can you purge the cache? So that's what we will be discussing in this video. So there are three types of purging cache mechanism present. First is full cache, full purge, which you can understand it's very easy. Like the all the cache in the CDN servers will be removed related to your URL. Like literally all the URL caches will be removed. That's like the last resort to remove everything, and again that is not recommended. By hearing its name only you can guess. The second is URL purge, that is you want to purge only these two URL because these two are only modified. So in that case you will go with the URL purge. And the third is the most powerful one is surrogate key purge, but that's powerful but a little complex, so we will keep that for a completely separate video and we will discuss this separately. So for this video we will be only focusing on the full purge and the URL purge. Now the question is, how can you do that? So there are two methods to do full purge and URL purge. One is through the web, that is through your Fastly console, and second is through the API. So firstly, what is through your, how can you do it through your dashboard? So it's very easy. You can just go over here in your service summary and you can see the purge option present over here. You can just click it and you will see there are three options: purge URL, purge key, that is the purge surrogate key, which we will discuss later, and we have purge all. So if you just go and click purge all, you just have to write the service name just for safety that you are agreeing, and then it will be, or everything will be purged. Then you have purge URL also, that you want to purge only a particular path that you can do, and likewise. So for example, here we have this site and this is now cached, as you can see, 4344 ms. Now let's go to another page which is hello.php, and you can see it was not cached and now it's cached. So from the next time it's just 44 ms. Now both of these pages are cached, right? So now let's go ahead and do a purge all, that is now everything should be purged and both of the page should have a high loading time because they are served from the origin server. So let's write this, and here you go, we have sent the purge request and it's basically purging the servers now, and it should have been purged till now. So now if we refresh the page now, you should see, okay, it's still not purged actually, so it will take some time to purge. I think maybe. And you can see its new page is served, so that's why the loading time is high. For some reason the previous time that didn't happen, and if we go to the new page also, you will see its loading time is also high because it's not served from the cache. Now let's see partial cache flush. So what if you only want to purge this hello.php and not the home page, because something has changed in your hello.php? So how can you do that? So let's go and click on purge URL, and I will say that the full path of the URL, that is hello.php, and that's it. You can now click on purge and it should go ahead and purge this URL. But if you now go ahead and refresh this page, you should still see the cached page, that is the loading time should be less. So you see the loading time is still less But if we go to hello.php, you can see the loading time is high, which means it's not served from the cache. But from the next time, the cache is again populated and now it's served from the cache. This is how you flush the cache from the web or the dashboard. But again, this is not a feasible solution in a big website. So suppose you have a big website. Currently our website is static, that is there is no editorial updates. But suppose you have a WordPress site where editors also make changes uh, in the WordPress editor. So how will you automatically flush that? So for that we have to use the Fastly's API and basically attach ourselves to the events, that okay, whenever some edit happens, then run the purge for this particular URL. And because of that only we have the second method, which is the API method. So as I said, there are a few APIs provided by Fastly, very simple APIs to basically uh, flush those URLs or even provide a full purge. But for the API method, we require API authentication, which we will discuss in the next video, and we will also see a hands-on example with this one. So for this we don't have an editorial experience, but what we will do is that we will consider that every time we make a change to this page, we restart the server. So we will basically hook to this restart event and we will write a script which will go ahead and flush all the cache in the first version, and in the second version we will upgrade that script to only flush the pages which are being updated. So that's about how API purge or flush works. And there is a third type of purge for only for the URL purge, which is the direct URL purge request, which is basically just sending a purge request to the particular URL you want to flush. That also we will discuss in a subsequent video, because it also contains some important informations which we need to cover related to authentication and all. So that's it for this video, and thank you.